Welcome back. I am your host on the boat, Sailor, and don't mind my voice. I'm a little sick right now, so it's kind of gone, but like the show must go on type shit, you know? It's okay. I will suffer through an aura deficit to give you guys the best content that I possibly can. Type shit. Sorry it took a little while to get set up. We were waiting to see if anyone else would join us. We had some members of the podcast. They had some other requirements, other obligations to deal with. So they're dealing with them right now. Just wanted to see if anyone else would join. It doesn't look like they will. So right now, instead of your usual Ensemble of Excellence, it's just a dynamic duo today, chat. We have me. Hey, how's it going? And of course, the Zenith Animanga. Zenith, say hello to the people.
Hey people, how y'all doing? It's not our fault. It's the other guys. They're just not here. So
bastards. Having lives and shit piss me off.
Shame.
Yeah, really disrespectful. Yeah, man. We got almost full podcast, so that's fun. But anyway, yeah, I don't have too much to really say. I mean, I don't want to say too much in general. I'm fucking cooked, as you can hear. I've just been working on the JJK video, trying to recover from this little sickness I got going on. You sounded older than usual. You doing okay? Yeah, I'm a little sick. I'm a little sick, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm still here. You know, we're gonna be fine. Nothing's lagging on my end. It should be fine. Hopefully it is anyway. Hopefully it is fine for y'all. Legitimately insane set of chapters this week. True. I almost caught up on Freerin. I just have to read the newest chapter that's out. I was gonna finish it last night, but Web Central was down, or Weeb Central was down. So hey, we gonna finish it now that it's back up, thankfully.
I've been busting my ass at work lately.
Hey man, stay on the grind.
That's how it be some weeks, you know. That's just how it is.
Exactly, man. You gotta stay on the grind. Type shit. Finally caught a live stream. Hope you're doing well, Sailor. I have been better, but I'm okay. It's been worse. That's how I keep myself grounded. Thank you. Happy you can make it out here.
Crazy lucky. This one almost didn't happen.
Yeah, true. Yeah, man. Thank you for showing up. Batman and Robin, Captain America and Falcon, LeBron and James, Yuji and Toto. True. I heard. I don't know if there was new shit that came out for JJK. I saw like a random video. It was just like some new information on JJK. I didn't watch it. It was just one video on my sub feed randomly. I'm not really tapped into the streets like that. I've kind of just been under my bridge editing this video. So like if there is new info, let me know. You can lie to me right now. It's okay, chat. I'll believe you. I'll believe you always. But yeah, man. You want to dive right into our chapters now? We got a lot of things to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we do.
All right, so we have One New Piece. Oh, I can't hit that note the same. One New Piece. Chapter 1150. Zenith. How you feeling about this one?
Okay. Let's bring up the chapter real quick. I didn't have it up. There we go. I have it up. I am so smart, actually.
True.
Yeah. Wow. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not entirely sure what all this means, because it does seem like what we're witnessing in this chapter is very different from what we understand of the Gorosei situation. Okay, I should expand that a little bit. It seems like Imu has 3 different things that they can do with this contract thing, because there's a stark difference between the God's Knights, the Gorosei, and this new like demon transformation thing, where one is the Gorosei, where you get an optional demonic transformation plus immortality. There's the God's Knights, where you get the immortality. And then there's this demon transformation, which seems to give you a permanent demonic transformation in exchange for your lifespan. Or at least it seems to be the implication based on, what was said. I think, like, Emu says something like, in exchange for a long life or something like that. I'd actually need to
I think it was
reread
in
that.
exchange for like a piece of your lifespan. I'll give you immortality and more
Yeah.
power or something like that. Let me actually look at this. I have the chapter pulled up. Power of evil. Okay. In
In
exchange
exchange for
okay,
some
got it.
measure of thy lifespan, thou wilt receive an undying body and uncanny strength.
Yeah.
So that's really interesting because it makes this ability a lot less cut and dry than I think we were originally under the assumption that it's like, yeah, Emu has all this like powerful abilities, and they can make some like pretty cool allies with some immortality and demon transformations. But it looks like it's just way more complicated than that.
Yeah.
I'm
Because I
not
was.
sure
Oh,
what
go
to
ahead. I'm
make
sorry.
of that, honestly. Well, it makes me unsure what to make of like what to expect of future battles. Because like, how will this matter in the final war, for example? Like, is most of the enemies just going to be like demons and shit?
I was about to say it very much could be. Like in order to get more power, now you have this person who's just like, yeah, I'll give you power. Fuck it. Like, let's say, Crocodile's in Cross Guild right now, but let's just use him for example, where it's like, well,
Mm.
Crocodile is powerful, but like, man, if he walked into Luffy today, he just dies. Well, now if Crocodile makes a contract with Emu, now he's way stronger. So now it's just like,
Mm.
oh, okay, like that's a way to bring back more people. It also makes a lot of sense because I think this is something we talked about on the podcast before, where it's like, man, why does Emu like? Why do you even have the not the Gorsei? Why do you have the Celestial Dragons around? Like, it just seems like such a waste of effort, especially now that these guys are like, wah, wah, I didn't get my 17 meals today. This is bad. Everything is terrible. But now that we just have these devil contracts out, the Celestial Dragons are just foot soldiers. Because if shit goes wrong, Emu could just step out of the castle and be like, all right, fuck it, flip everybody's shit around, and then now you have like a whole land of monsters in Marishwa. Which I feel like would be very symbolic, as like the Holy Land gets shown off for what it really is, which is like a land of devils, which has been something that obviously has been shown off throughout the entire series, even without us seeing demon transformations. Yeah, it's like so much shit has opened up. Like, we could even be getting like I mean, minor spoilers for the end of FMA. But like at the end where you have that big ass transmutation circle, like we could get something like that between the four blues with Emu. We're like, oh shit. Now Emu has this big transformation and now we gotta go fight this big thing now. Yeah, if you are sorry, my voice cracked there. If you are a big believer in Emu final villain stocks, I mean, shit, man. I don't know. The investment might be paying off. Blackbeard, maybe he makes a 3-1 comeback. Obviously, something that I've been seeing people say is that, hey, we're starting to learn Emu's like plan and the way that they think now, whereas we still don't really know Blackbeard's. So maybe we're saving that for the true final villain. So I don't know. Hold out hope there. But ooh, excuse me. Yeah, Emu has been really like the fact that they came in and they are an immediate antithesis to Luffy, where they're just like, oh, you guys don't have a king? Well, that's not gonna work. You guys need one. Like, even though this is an island that Emu is taking over, it's almost like I don't know, is it like an ego thing where it's like, well, I need to be the king above all kings. Or maybe it is just like, well, there's no order here. What the fuck are you guys doing? We got to lock in here. I don't know. Like, there's a bunch of, it could be both, right? Like, so much interesting shit just from what Emu said in this chapter. Really fucking good. This opens the door for a lot of different things. Maybe, because this could even link back to Loki's situation, where imagine if you're Loki and the giants ask you like, hey, what happened here? It's like, well, I had to kill my dad. Why? He turned into the devil. They'd be like, yeah, all right, man. Like, so it gives even more credence to why they wouldn't believe him. So yeah, hey, man, shit is, there's a lot of stuff that could come from just this one interaction. It's so fucking good.
I wonder if there's any relevance behind these like devil transformations giving them horns. Because I think a big thing in this arc that has been told to us is that the giants, you know, the ancient giants, they all had horns. And culturally, they kind of connect these horns to their past, more warlike selves. And, you know, it's the king specifically got rid of his as a sort of signifier of disconnecting himself from that past and making an effort to not do that. And then Emu comes in and gives them their horns in an effort to restore their warlike culture. I feel like that's symbolically relevant. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's gonna come down to them trying to rip those shits off too. But like, hey,
right?
I don't know, man, because I'm scared. Because we saw what happened to Saturn at the end of Egghead. So like, I don't know.
He could just be like, nah, die.
Yeah.
Well, because it's like, is that Emu killing Saturn, or is that Emu ending the contract and Saturn's age catching up to him? You know what I mean? I feel
That
like
could be
either
true.
one is
Yeah.
a possibility.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, and they just, I don't know, somehow convince Emu to fuck off, hey, maybe that could save the day and like ends the contracts. I don't know. I don't see that happening. I don't know how that could fucking happen.
Well,
but also, I don't know how they undo this. This is One Piece. I don't think Dory and Bragi are going to be just this for the rest of the series.
Hey, man. When Usopp fights both of them and knocks the satanic rituals out of them, it's going to be hype. No, it could be a situation where, honest to God, the Straw Hats might just have to stall. They might have to put on their best Mihawk impression, and they might just have to stall because Emu came in and was just like, all right, listen up. Shit is fucked back at home. I'm not gonna lie. We need to wrap this up now. So it might have to be a situation where the Straw Hats put up enough of a fight where they don't beat Emu, but the shot clock runs down and Emu's like, I can't stay here. I gotta go. And then he leaves. Or they leave, whatever.
I can see that, yeah. That could be...
That's the only way, because honestly, man, if Emu is fighting Luffy right now, I don't know, it's looking a little shaky.
It could be that maybe Emu is weaker in this body, so, like, if they do fight, it's not quite the same thing. Like, that could be a justification.
Yeah, that's also true.
Way, right? And that way, it's like, it's just to kind of, like, damn, I was struggling against even like a weaker version. This final fight's gonna be crazy, you know, something like that. I could see that being the case, but it depends on whatever Oda wants to do with it. Oh, hey Sky.
Oh, hi Sky.
Oh, sorry about that. I went out to get milk, but I forgot that it's Pride Month, so I had to go back and get gay milk.
W Ally.
Of course.
W's in the chat? No, I'm not gonna be that kind of streamer.
No. W's in the chat.
Hey,
if you're an ally, W's in the chat.
Yes, sir, man. How do you feel about this
One Piece?
This one crazy chapter of One Piece, since you're like our One Piece expert for sure officially this week because Taco's in here.
I was kind of hoping that you guys would be done with that by now.
It has been like 20 minutes, so no.
Well, I think
Say anything, it's okay.
anything. You don't know what you're giving me.
Anything about One Piece.
Um,
Anything about this One Piece chapter. I realize that's also pretty all-encompassing.
yeah, I was about to say.
Did you know
Yeah,
One Piece has 4 blues?
Count them. Yeah, I have no goddamn idea what's happening.
Real.
It's a pretty
honestly.
bad time, ain't it?
No, I was about to say that's a real reaction right there. That makes sense.
Mhm.
So one thing I do have to bring up, I think, is I feel like this is the best chapter for people who think Emu does not have a devil fruit, and this is just like something they can do. Because
Just did that shit.
I don't think we've ever seen a devil fruit provide straight up like summons before. like for example with the book and the pitchfork.
Motherfucker
Like
came
those-
straight out of Black Clover.
Like I don't think I've seen, aside from like I don't think that we've seen a devil fruit that just provides an armament.
Yeah, 2 of them, because it had the knife and the big ass shotgun.
And the book, which can do all this stuff. Like the book, for example, the book is used to impose the contract. Like that is a magical fucking book right there.
I'm wondering,
So
like, maybe it's like a Crollo situation where it's like, all right, I made this contract with you. Now I get a piece. Now I want what you got. What power do you have? So maybe it wasn't Emu's tail when that attacked Sabo. Maybe that was just Gunko's arrow. Like, maybe it was just like, oh, well, like, we made a contract together. What power do you got? Oh, you got fire? I'll take parts of that. You know, like, you just add it to the book here. It could be.
yeah.
It is. I assume that it's based off of a pun somehow. There's some kind of pun with like devil and every word ever. That makes this all make sense somehow.
And it somehow links back to Gomu.
Yeah. Umag actually is the root word that all other words in the Japanese language come from.
Type shit. Yo, that's real.
I agree with half of that. I agree with the second half.
Hey, man, that's real.
I do think there is a strong possibility, because I do see people talking about it in the chat also. It's like, well, maybe this is like the origin of devil fruits. Like maybe Emu does come from before that was even a fucking thing. Which, look, we had an entire podcast where we basically just analyzed the mural and what it means, and I still believe in just about everything of my own theory I put up that day. But I think a big part of that mural was the implication that devil fruits did seem to be around for quite a while.
Akko was putting up his best Shanks
impression. Yeah.
Yeah, you're damn right, Shotty.
Now, that being said, the existence of a forest, someone's bringing up the forest god who created devil fruits in the first place. That is the one thing that's holding me back from that, because I don't think we've ever seen any other indication of like any ties to forests or trees or fruits or just anything related to that in general to Emu. Whereas Emu is like, seems a lot more tied to like the ocean, for example, through the name, or like there's been a lot of analysis on like who represents what celestial body. There's been a lot of talk that maybe Emu represents the earth. There's been a lot of stuff. It's kind of inconclusive right now. The symbolism is a bit vague at the moment, and that's okay. My point is, we don't know shit, and now we know that we know even less shit. What a great chapter, guys. What an incredible revelation.
What about, now hear me out, right? Crack theory.
Okay.
What about how Oda introduced Green Bull as Emu's biggest glazer. And Emu, his whole thing is trees. Forest god connection? Question mark? I think
Maybe.
so.
Do you think he's ever like grown a devil fruit before?
No.
That'd be really funny. Where like one day he just has a fruit hanging from him. He's like, "What the hell?" He eats it and dies.
Okay, that would be pretty funny if someone with a devil fruit died and then it spawned on Green Bull in like the final war.
He's like, what the fuck is that?
Like, oh shit. Yo. Let's go. Honestly, yo, if I'm Emu, I'm sending that nigga out there and he's killing everybody. I'm sending him out there. You are killing everyone. You are transforming into a tree immediately, bro. Bro, if Blackbeard had this nigga, that's the infinite devil fruit glitch, bro. That nigga knows. He knows. Shit. I don't know.
This is bullshit. This is bullshit.
That motherfucker is a game shark for the One Piece world, bro. He is cheating.
I think the big thing about this chapter is this has just a lot of implications for how things are going to go moving forward. What kind of enemy Emu makes as a final boss, which yes, Emu is the final antagonist. I'm not hearing any argument from anyone in the chat on that. That's crazy.
Damn.
It is crazy to think anyone else is the final boss. Like,
damn. No Blackbeard? Not at all?
Yeah, Blackbeard is... That's the thing, though. Blackbeard is the final antagonist for, like, the One Piece. And, like, the One Piece is the main goal, but it is not the end-all, be-all of the story. The end-all, be-all of the story is the state of the world, and Emu is a much bigger threat in that regard. Also, literally not every arc, but so many arcs in One Piece revolve around the ending of the old order, of like the current order to set up something new or whatever. And like that Emu is just the ultimate version of that.
Yeah.
It's clearly the kind of story Oda is most interested in telling when it comes to One Piece.
Hey, man.
So yeah, I don't see Blackbeard being the final antagonist.
Emu's gonna pull a
Especially
Kenjaku.
After this, like...
Emu's
what
gonna
if he
pull a
gets
Kenjaku
Green
and
Bull?
body hop to Blackbeard, bro. This is
What if he
happen.
gets the Green Bull infinite devil fruit hacks?
It makes me wonder...
Which is also
how-
apparently what Emu has, by the way.
It just makes me wonder how this ability is even going to be used. Like, who is safe? If this can just be forced on someone, that means, like, really no one is, like, safe. I mean, some people are obviously narratively safe. Like, I don't think the Straw Hats are going to be hit with this shit. But, like, what is the plan here? Like, okay, is he just going to do this to, like, other Marines, maybe? It, like, may say, like, oh man,
Honestly,
a lot of Marines aren't really cool with the whole sink in the world thing, but the ones that are, y'all get a power up. Now fight.
I was about to say, even if you not cool with it, nigga, we can get you on the program.
The only thing that could make Smoker relevant again. The devil.
Damn. Hey, there was smoking coming out from that pentagram. Foreshadowing? Question mark?
Oh.
Think about
You
it.
heard-
Use your
Yeah.
mind's eye.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you. Hey, man. Chat. I'm happy y'all see it already. Because even though I'm sick, we can still talk about the real.
Oh, fucking goddamn it.
Yes.
I see you mentioning that in chat, by the way. I see you. Why'd you do that to us?
I mean,
I see you, and I hate you.
I mean, it was going to get mentioned regardless because, god damn it, if the road was right, stocks are not at a quadrillion% right now, bro.
How
I'm
does
fucking
somebody
rich.
technically-
Shouldn't they
fucking-
go be at a quadrillion% once he does do something? This isn't even
rich.
This isn't
I'm
even hate. It's just like that's how stocks
fucking
work.
rich.
They have to actually do something for them to
they
reach the
paid off.
quadrillion.
They paid off in full.
Yes, it
and then
does.
some. Yes, he has, because this wouldn't have happened if they just let him keep protecting Elbaf. They thought it was sweet. Ha ha, beat up Road, he's an idiot, blah blah blah, all this other
Yeah.
fugazi shit. But guess what? Your protector, the one who was keeping y'all safe at night, y'all took him out. Y'all took the safety net out from under y'all, and now look at you. Falling, scrambling, wondering what the fuck am I gonna do? Our children, our hostages, our sacred land turned into a war ground with devils and demons. Two of our strongest men turned into Satan's strongest soldiers. All of our library, all of our knowledge burning to the ground. Our heroes in the straw hats are locked up. They are bums. Where is Luffy? In hell. Why? Get up here. Help us out now. But you know what? This is what happens when you hand over the keys to some fraudulent, fugazi, fake sun god. All right? When the real sun god had everything under control. Y'all niggas want Spider-Man and walk past Peter Parker every day. This shit don't even make sense. It don't even make sense. So I, as a proud member of the Church of Road, I am very horrified at this outcome, but at the same time very thankful that I can rest my pillow on my bed and then my head on said pillow. And it's cool, it's comfy, it's cozy. Why? Because I have a protector watching over me. My God is an awesome God, okay? And he could have been yours. And you ruined it. And now your children are going to be taken, and all of this shit is your fault. It's your fault. Ja Rule pulling up, oh, who said I should run? Nigga's not even thinking about the well-being of his island anymore. He's too stubborn. His ego is too big. He's getting in his own way. Niggas will go out of their way to get in their way, chat. But you know who wouldn't allow that to happen? Road, man. Road. And speaking of, you know what? Because, you know, Gabon is like falling over. And, you know, he's going to plummet down the road and he's going to start to feel better. But that would be offset by fucking Gerd and being like, well, I can get you healed up in like 45 years because she's a shitty poop butt ass terrible doctor. So now we have Chopper having to sacrifice himself, jump down to Scopper Gabon. And now he's going to have to hand that nigga a perk 30 in order to get him to survive. And he's going to have to hand Loki a big perk 30 in order to get him to survive. And now you gonna have to let out Satan's second, at this point, strongest shooter in Loki. You have to fight demons with demons when you had the holiest man in the world walking on your water, not your land, your water, you broke bitch. You did this. And I want you to recognize all of the trauma, all of the harm, all of the blood, sweat, and tears is going to be on your hands. It's going to be on your hands. But that's all I wanted to say. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's very important to preach the good word every now and then. It's been quite some time. I've been very patient, holding it back, holding it down. But now, I want you to tell the world we back up. Thank you very much.
It is interesting to think about the possibility that Emu is sitting around being like, well, I can't at any given point just make devil slaves of the giant strongest soldiers whenever I want. Why don't I? Oh, that's right, because the road's there. His heart's too pure. His chain's too icy. I can't do anything to him. He'd have me stopped in my tracks.
His car too fast. His bitch too bad. His chain is too icy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The VVs. There's levels to these bezels, chat. And these niggas didn't know.
I will say, you know, because that's the thing is that, like, what's changed? You know, why didn't Emu always do this? Because it feels like at right now we have no idea what the restrictions of this are. Feels like he could just do this to anyone at any given point in the entire world. Why didn't he do it before? And the only thing that's changed, road's not there anymore.
Our guiding light, our graceful angel. I just wanted to be known that when the light of Elbaf was snuffed out rudely and prematurely by our heroes, I want y'all to know that as soon as that light got turned off, Demon was fucking home. So I really need y'all to understand just how deep this shit is, just how much this shit means to me and how much it should mean to y'all. You know what I'm saying? The stocks are up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm sick physically, but mentally, I'm the healthiest I've ever been. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I'm pure. I'm clean.
What's guy, he's saying stocks are up, but I think the market's going to crash.
What the fuck do you mean, bro? What the hell? Hey, man, I'm just telling y'all should invest now because it's probably going to go even higher.
Now, I'm not going to say that this is a grift. I'm just going to say I'm not familiar with a situation where anybody said that and meant it.
What the
That
fuck?
doesn't mean it couldn't happen. Doesn't mean it couldn't happen.
All right.
I'm just not familiar with it. If anyone was going to change the pattern, I suppose it would be Road.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. That's true. That's a very good point.
All right, I guess
it is. Off of me. True, man. True. Look at chat. Oh my gosh. I'm happy we all got to come together. Chat. Damn, y'all are cooking. Shit, man.
We are cooked.
What the fuck? Why would you say that? Wait, no, this must be what a shower is? No, you're born again. Shout out to my nigga Adam. All right? You're born again. Come on now. Come on.
All right, guys. Who do y'all think is more brainwashed? Someone who worships Emu or someone who worships Road?
What the fuck?
There's a difference between being brainwashed and having your mind cleansed, Zenith.
Oh, okay, my bad. I've seen the light now.
Wow, that was quick.
Hey,
I'm
man,
easily.
we appreciate it. Hey, that's just how fast the miracles work. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate that.
That's the miracle of Road, fellas.
That's some real shit right there. That's some real shit. Yo, this podcast is preaching a good word, man. I never thought I'd see the day. This shit.
I think this bit is so fucking funny because he hasn't done fucking anything.
What do you mean?
Because he hasn't been allowed.
God, man.
Are you? I'm sorry. In Bleach, when Yamamoto, it's like, I invented this whole thing to like just stop Yamamoto. Is that because he was a fraud? No, it's because they had to dedicate everything to keeping him off the fucking field. Because they know the moment that he touched down, it would have been ashes for all the Espada. It's the same thing for Road.
Real
do you know? Shit. Do you know the reason why Scopper was actually able to hurt Summers? It's not Conqueror's hockey. It's not a super duper advanced armament hockey. It's because he believed. He had faith.
Yes, sir.
In the one and only.
Yes, sir. That's oh my God, hallelujah. My God.
It's the fact too that Sailor's sick right now, so he constantly sounds like he's on the verge of tears. Like his voice is always trembling.
This shit means something to me, bro. I got a tear in my eye.
Something to me, yeah.
All right. Is there anything else we want to say about the One Piece chapter?
We don't say stuff, Zenith. We breathe.
Is there anything else we want to?
I will bring up. So one is a funny thing, and the other is just like a notice. I am the noticer noticing. So Robin is in the rose thorns and she tries to get out and Jinbei's like, what the fuck is your problem? Jinbei, what is your problem, bro? We got fucking demons running around on Elbaf. We gotta do something, bro. Come on, lock in. God damn, aren't you supposed to be the third highest bounty on the crew? Fake ass stats. This is why my goat Windsmoke Wanji, when he gets back up here, you're cooked, buddy. Okay? You're done. But another thing, noticer.
Noticing?
Dude, when
Certified
these guys
noticing.
got transformed, they are fucking gigantic. Like, they might be looking Loki in the eye now. Like, these dude, like, I didn't realize it until like I was rereading it this morning. I was like, wait a minute, this dude like backhanded other giants away. Oh my god, he is fucking insane now.
Yeah, like they're commenting, God damn, like he got bigger for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's kind of insane what this power up can do. I really hope I'm a little concerned because I hope it isn't just like an excuse to make for cheap enemies in the future. Because it's like I don't want it to be where it's like, oh no, we're winning, and then suddenly all of our allies are demons. Like I hope that's not just like the gimmick of every future battle with Emu. That would kind of not be fun. I hope it's used like as a sparing thing.
Yeah, once we figure out like a counter to it, it's probably not going to be as effective anymore. At least when fighting the Straw Hats.
They like have to figure out a way to undo this. I genuinely.
Yeah. We gotta kill him.
If it was any other series, maybe, but I don't think One Piece would do that personally.
We're gonna have to kill these guys, Luffy.
Yeah, we're gonna have to kill him now. Oh,
Straight
also,
up.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Well, straight up, he just lost an arm and is like, all right, time to give it back.
Well, I was gonna say too, like the arm is still like detached from his body. I just noticed that.
It is in one panel, but I don't think it is in like the next panels. I think it was just kind of like a cool thing. Yeah, don't get me wrong, that shit looked really cool when it was like still disconnected. Actually, no, we can't really see in the next page.
Yeah, I was about to say we can't really see it in the spread because like in the 2 pages or like in page 11, like it's still it's still gone, and then in page 12 it's still gone. Page like 14, no, I guess no, page 13 it was still gone. Pages 14 and 15. Yeah.
Okay, I guess that's interesting. I noticed it on page 12, but I didn't see it in the others. That's interesting.
It's so weird, yeah.
I mean, it looks cool as hell. I actually love that.
I do fuck with it, yeah. I'm
curious.
Okay.
I guess that arm's gone then if they heal him.
Yeah. Yeah. I am very happy with the Viz translation of this one. Not that I normally hate Viz for One Piece, until they call Zoro Zolo. But I'm happy because when Emu blew off who was it, Broggy's arm, in the unofficial, they were just like, oh my god, she blew off his strongest arm, and I was like, that is
right.
Shit.
I was like, what the fuck? He's okay, yeah, he's fucking left-handed or whatever. Like, you don't even say that. Just don't fucking say that. That's weird.
His strongest arm. Shut up, bro. So I'm happy in this one. They're just like, oh my god, his mighty arm. She blew it off. I was like, yes, that's way more natural. And be like, no, out of the 2 arms he has, that
was his best one. Elbaf just lost its strongest arm. Like, what?
It genuinely felt like some shit out of like JJK. Like if Sukuna cut off like Gojo's arm and be like, no, that was Gojo's strongest arm. What is he gonna do? Like, yo, shut up, little bro. No, it's just a way to like give him more feats. Oh my god, no, not his strongest leg. He used that to climb the stairs every morning. No.
Yeah. The fucking the theoretical death battle, Emu versus fucking Kaguya. It's like, well, Emu did shoot off the strongest arm. If he had gone for the weaker arm, that would be like
yeah, he'd be less impressive in the feats list, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That arm has like fucking vibranium fingernails on it, dude. Like that shit's powerful.
Not fair. If you shot me in the fingernails, it'd be done.
I would have blocked that shit. Fuck
I would have
you.
blocked that shit.
Fuck you. Yeah, this shit, I'm happy because when I read that, I was like, this is so goofy. This serious ass moment, his strong arm. Yeah, all right.
I
buddy.
really do like the I think that the Viz translations are actually really well suited for Emu specifically.
I agree.
Because they tend to be a little more verbose in a way that doesn't suit a character like Luffy because he's dumb. But like the double page spread at the end, the Viz translation of "This is the true power of Elbath. It is not without merit. This nation shall not be laid to waste. It is to be ruled. Let us bear witness to how they serve in the crucible of war." It's like, yeah, when most characters talk like that, it's like, "Alright, shut up, little bro. We get it. You got a thesaurus." Yeah, it is not without merit, bro. Unlike you, which is without bitches.
Bastard.
But I think it's well suited for a character like Emu, who we know is gonna be posh, egotistic,
very demure.
Yes,
type shit. Yeah. I also last thing, I like how this demon power is essentially just Dark Gear 5. Because when Emu was describing it, it was just like, yeah, you are not bound by logic or reason. I was like, oh, yeah, that's just Gear 5. So, like, hey, if you're investing in Emu stocks as the final villain, I don't know. I mean, niggas have been waiting there. Just like, listen, man, Blackbeard's going to get the evil Nika fruit. I don't know, man. Emu's already got that power. So, like,
Right.
I don't know. Hey, maybe it doesn't happen. But yeah, good ass chapter, man. Really good chapter. Is there anything else you guys want to say before we move on to our next one?
I'm all out.
Okay, all right. Let us move on then. We have Chainsaw Man, chapter 204. Fellas, how you feeling about this one?
I really like this one. I think this is a really good one, actually.
I feel like everything we said before this supports. So yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, right. We were right.
True.
Mm-hmm. That's not true. You're never right in Chainsaw Man. You're just not wrong yet.
Okay, fair.
You know,
fair.
It's like I don't want to make any bold statements like, "Oh, look, I was right." Denji is learning that Denji is still trying to stick to the mindset of not losing what he has, which is slowly sending him down this defeatist spiral, fucking nightmare. It's like, well, yeah, one more chapter happened, and I'm not wrong yet.
Fair enough.
I ain't gonna get a big head about it. That's how bad things happen.
Yeah, I really like this chapter. I think this, in terms of the confrontation between Chainsaw Man and Fake Saw Man, I think I'm really satisfied. Even though it was brief, I'm really satisfied with just the dynamic they had and how this concluded. Especially, when we, depending, and that could make or break depending on whatever the reveal is next chapter. Because I don't know what that's gonna be.
Yeah, no idea.
I have seen every manner of theory. Oh my god. Fucking every dude in this series has been theorized to be Fake Saw Man. But
let's go, Kishibe.
Yes, that has been a legit theory.
I know. I've been posting it to every subreddit, not just Chainsaw Man, not just manga. Motherfuckers in r/ fucking beveled water glasses are real confused.
I really like what this does for Denji, because Fake Saw Man is someone who genuinely looks up to him, or looks up to the image of him, and tries to emulate it. And as we see in this chapter, how unsustainable that image actually is. Because he saves these people, they see the gore, and they're just like, oh, fuck, bye.
Yeah.
And I really like his reaction. Just Oh, it is what it is.
Mhm.
And it does contribute again to that sort of defeatist mentality that he has, where it's like he really was just holding on to the good things as long as he could because he knew it was going to end. And once it ended, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's very it's a bummer.
It is a bummer.
You know,
His attitude is, it's entertaining though. I'm entertained by his suffering, I gotta say.
Chainsaw Man
All
was
right,
made for easy.
jeez. God damn.
He's in a funny way. It is what it is. That's funny.
And that's a compliment. I think that it's a good thing that Fujimoto's strongest soldier.
Jeez. I introduced him as Zenith, but I'm sorry I made a mistake introducing Yoru to the podcast, everybody. Everyone say hello.
I will say I am not nearly horny enough to be his strongest soldier. There is someone out there
hang on.
who clearly is having all their boxes ticked.
That's true.
Hey man, shouts
Yeah.
out.
I've seen Twitter. I see what you freaks draw.
What if instead of Chainsaw Man, we called it Freaksaw Man?
And nothing changed.
Yeah.
Ooh, all right. Yeah, I enjoy this chapter a lot as well. I like Yoru. Just God, she's such a moron. God, she's such a fucking moron. Yoru.
Like, she's kind of clutch with a building sword, you know.
No, she is. It's just that her dumbass run be like, I can beat her now. I'm gonna go beat her up. It's like, oh my god, bro, she's such a moron, but I love her. Yeah, I thought that was very funny. I'm interested to see how that goes. I don't know if just chucking a building at falling is gonna work, but we will definitely see. Yeah, I really like this chapter for Denji as well. Just going off of what you said, Zenith, I completely agree. Where he goes through, he makes the commitment, because that's been a big thing these past couple chapters, where it's just like Denji is like, bro, you gotta, like, you can't stay in the middle anymore. Like, this whole thing of just trying to keep things together as much as you can't really do that anymore. And Fake Saw Man was a walking, talking embodiment of, like, you gotta choose now, what are you gonna do? And Denji finally makes that choice, and surprise, surprise, it still fucking sucks. It's still bad, even after he saves all of these people, which is like the complete opposite of how he gets reintroduced in part 2, where he lets a dude die. I think it's like multiple people die because of the explosion in the car and shit, just to save a cat. And it's like, oh my god, Chainsaw Man, the GOAT. Now you have him save all of these people's lives, and they all run away, and he's there alone again. Nobody cares for him. It's like, oh man, fuck. Like,
yeah, they see, one guy didn't make it, and their body is on him, so they run away in fear.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, that
the blood is
sucks.
on him. Yeah, and like, what
Which
a
is
way
petty.
to, oh sorry, go ahead.
No, it's petty on their part. All right, that guy seemed like an asshole, anyways.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what a way to, like, kind of show off that being Chainsaw Man isn't going to get Denji what he wants, because now you have this moment, you save the day, and this is what he's wanted since the very beginning. Like, oh look, people know I'm Chainsaw Man, I'm the big cool guy, people are gonna love me. And then they all run away from him. He's still alone, nothing has changed. It's like, damn, bro, god, they're like, you just defeated the biggest fraud. Like, literally, we throw that word around on social media, but an actual fraud. You just beat the biggest fraud. You took your shit back. You got all your, you got your clout back up, essentially. I'm the real Chainsaw Man, and people still don't want you. Like, fuck, man. Like, I remember thinking we're gonna beat Fake Saw Man like a while ago. This is when Fake Saw Man was like introduced. We're gonna beat Fake Saw Man. Denji's gonna get back his shit, and like everything will be somewhat okay. You know, you can never say okay in Chainsaw Man. Shit's never okay, but it'll be like somewhat okay. But now you have this moment where Denji takes back the title as Chainsaw Man officially, and it's like don't matter. It's like shit, dude. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah. I gotta say, I again, I don't know what the reveal next chapter is gonna be, but I liked Fake Saw Man as a villain. He did his job.
I agree.
I do hope we get to see Yoru fighting the Falling Devil. That'd be cool. I would like to see that. We'll see. You know,
We're gonna see her
Sometimes
ass
we
get
don't
sent
see
through a
everything.
building.
Also possible. Genuinely, yeah, maybe. We have yet to see a Primal Fear actually beaten, and I'll be honest, I still don't think it's possible. So we'll see. That being said, the ending of this chapter, gotta say, love the Fire Devil. Like
That design is so
design-wise.
cool. Yeah.
Here's the thing. I've seen a lot of people say that the Primal Fears have fallen off since the Darkness Devil. I think he's gone. Like, what? How many have we seen now? This is it's.
So it's darkness. It's falling. What was it? Justice wasn't a.
Was there any
primal.
other?
I think it is just those two.
Is it
Those
Death?
three, right?
Does that count?
These three.
No, those
What's
are
it?
the horsewomen.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I think it is just.
I think these
those
are the three,
two.
right? I think he's gone 3 for 3.
Oh, and
personally.
aging. Yeah, I forgot about aging. How did I
That's
forget
right,
about
aging. I
Yeah.
knew there was another one, but I just couldn't remember. Yeah, aging.
Yeah.
I genuinely, I think he's gone 4 for 4 so far. Unlike the designs, I know like a lot of people say it's like, oh well, you know, they haven't had the same feeling since the Darkness Devil, and that's because the Darkness Devil was a unique thing. Like that was the Darkness Devil had the presence that the Darkness Devil should have. These are not
It would-
them, you know.
It would be
like-
more boring if all of them had the exact same vibe. The fact that they're all different, the fact that the falling devil is like this more kind of entertaining, ridiculous character that's still intimidating, still gets shit done, but she is sillier. The fact that the aging devil is is like more calculating and like willing to negotiate, but even during negotiations, it shows how completely different and insane she is. And Fire Devil, we don't know anything about yet.
we don't
Like,
know, but man, the design's sick.
Yeah, even just the fact that she dropped down and she's like, yep. Like she hasn't even killed anyone yet. That hasn't happened.
What's going on? What's
Pleased to
poppin'?
meet you. I'm the Fire Devil. Yeah.
Cool. I guess. Thanks.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely do think that also Darkness Devil benefits a lot from part 1 style. Cause damn,
Yeah.
the style in part 1 is so fucking crazy. Like the style in part 1 is so fucking goated. And obviously, you know, like I don't know if it would have much I guess no, I think you still could fit it in, but I can understand a feeling of just like, well, this one is much more like down to earth and like part 1 style is so fucking crazy. Oh, podcast
Yeah,
went down for a
it's
little
just-
bit. We're back.
Oh, it did? Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
we're back. We're good. We're good.
Yeah.
It's just a different effect, you know. Darkness Devil was the first time that we really like see the world get expanded to include these
Crazy things.
the worst things ever.
And I think
And
they've
now
now
that it's
delivered,
expanded.
honestly, on being genuinely terrifying.
Mhm.
Because I think
Yeah.
when people remember the Falling Devil, they remember her being ridiculous and not the trippy upside down world, like the way that shit was drawn and how cool that was.
That shit was so sick.
Right? Oh, it's awesome. Or like, I mean, I think a lot of people were disappointed with how Aging Devil was defeated. I think it was perfect, personally. Like, I don't think there was a better conclusion to that fight. But Aging Devil was awesome. What a cynical asshole that guy was. Personally, and all the powers that we've seen from these characters have been really trippy, like properly trippy, like justifiably weird and cool. And I'm interested what we'll see. I don't know what the deal with the Fire Devil will be. I've had it as a theory for a very long time that what the Fire Devil represented is like the inner fire, like passions and ambitions and drive forward and all that stuff. And I think that's emblematic with Fake Saw Man, because clearly this was someone who really idolized Chainsaw Man. And I think the Fire Devil essentially gave his ambitions, his idolizations, and made it into reality. I think that's what happened. We'll see if that's the case. We'll see. But I like that interpretation specifically because it really shows how the image of Chainsaw Man has departed from the reality and what that inspired in different people. And I also think it just, kind of justifies a lot of the plot shit that's happened as far as like the Justice Devil trick and all that stuff. It's
I was gonna bring that up.
messy.
Yeah. It was like
We'll see.
those characters got introduced being like, no, I know I'm right. Like I know I'm 100% right. So it makes sense that like if it is like an inner fire thing, it makes sense that they would be like motivated off that.
A thing of conviction. Yeah, I think it specifically responds to people's convictions and gives them reality, essentially, or gives them the power to make them reality. We'll see though. Yeah, I really am curious what their character is going to be like, because so far the Fire Devil just seems pretty chill. It literally first thing is pleased to meet
ha 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 ha.
Oh,
Fire.
Yeah.
Chill. You and to think you did that on purpose. Don't act humble. You can take credit for it.
Like literally just pleased to meet you. Oh yeah, you want to fight? No.
Nah.
I'm good.
Nah, you suck. This series is ass, bro. I ain't want to be here any longer than I have to.
Genuinely crazy how he says, "Do you want to fight?" Like, dude, you're not winning that. You're not winning. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a whole lot more to say on this. I think this is just a genuinely solid chapter. I'm really interested. Dude, I've seen every fucking theory under the sun on who Fake Saw Man was. I saw a theory that it's Denji's dad.
Man, that would be fucking crazy.
Someone brought it up in chat, like jokingly. They're like, somehow it's Denji's dad.
Oh, I didn't even see that. No, I just saw that shit on Twitter like yesterday. That's funny.
I think, given what we know about not just part 2 and like the Worlds of Chainsaw Man, but also Fujimoto and the kind of like meta directions that this series can go into. And we have here a character who really represents the idealization of Chainsaw Man, both as a character and as the series as a whole. I think that really the only thing that would make sense is if next chapter it's revealed that it was Zenith. It's gonna be you, drawn by Fujimoto. And everyone else, they're gonna
no
be
one
like,
else
"Oh,
can know that."
But it's gonna look exactly, and that's the thing is that the chapter is gonna be cursed so that everybody who looks at it sees themselves.
Modern day Ring.
I think you could pull that off.
It was.
I think if anyone could.
My bad, Light Night. Sorry.
One theory I've seen also is that Sailor, you mentioned the moment when Denji saves the cat.
Yeah.
Some people have brought up that page where it shows one of the people who died in that incident, and like the shape of the hair is really similar.
Oh.
But also it's just how Fujimoto draws short hair, so like I don't know, that could mean fucking anything. It's people have been, drawing on everything. Yeah, unironically, Kishibe has been a theory. Like you mentioned that earlier. That has been a theory.
Man, if
I
that
don't think it
happens,
is,
Zenith is gonna tear into that nigga. He's gonna be like, I knew you were a fraud, a fake, a phony.
I've been saying it, and the fact that he ain't here or is here, it says all the more. You know,
The
I
fact
think
that,
that
he
is
was
a
here and got
test-
one shot.
I think it is a testament to
hey, two
Kishibe's
shot.
character. Two shot. I think it's a testament to Kishibe's character that he just fucking left.
Genuinely,
W.
Consistently the smartest character in the cast.
Yeah.
him and Reze are like the smartest for doing just that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
He's even better because he actually did that shit. He waited until after the girl boss was gone.
I'm done. I'm out of here. See you. Smart.
I gotta go.
Well, Benny too. Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, man. Go Benny, please. I hope you're on the opposite end of the world. Holy shit.
I hope she's working at a Burger King in fucking France.
Shouts out to her, man. God damn.
She's out there serving Le Whoppers.
Les Whoppers. Oui, oui.
Ben.
Les Whoppers. Burger King.
That's pretty good.
How do you say the chicken fries?
In
In the bechamel sauce.
Bourgeoisie. Fucking,
Whopper del fromage. What's that? We've run out of things to talk about. Yeah, maybe.
Hey, a bit is a bit. It doesn't have to be
Man,
just a
things things get a little weird when Silver isn't here.
Silver, he keeps things on track.
I forgot.
And that is the end.
A Royale with cheese. Thank you. I could not remember what the fucking thing was. I forget who it was that said it earlier, but he mentioned it's just like, well, we gotta get Silver back because she has sung during the road talk. Yeah, Joseph Johnson, Silver, where are you?
No, it's fine. We were preaching a good word, so like I feel like Silver would have understood.
Yeah, he'd get it.
Yeah.
Well, I just it has to be noted, and it's a good thing that Silver's not going to watch this, and none of you tell him.
I won't.
True.
I love Silver. He's a good friend, a great friend, best of men. I would never let him stop me. I would never respect his wishes.
That's a real shit.
He's like, can we stop making this bit? I'm like, what's that? You want me to fucking make this bit for the rest of my life?
It's not a bit.
You want me to give
it's
you a
lifestyle.
server role? Yeah, you want me to give you a server role that's a reference to that bit?
Oh no.
Is it to refer to you all the time? Yeah, no problem.
Type shit. Hey, that's real. Yeah, good Chainsaw Man chapter that Silver will not get in the way of us discussing. So let us transition unfiltered, raw, live, and uncut into our feelings about Kagurabachi Chapter 81. Fellas, how are we feeling about this one?
The goat.
Folks, I just want to remind you, because I made a joke about it before, but I do want to reaffirm that here at the Slice of Shonen Podcast, we are proud allies. And of course, that means that we support Pride Month. And Pride Month is about having confidence and self-assurance in all the things that make you wonderful. And that includes alternative lifestyles, includes your personal identity, it includes your sexuality, and of course, the biggest thing to be proud of, being a Kagurabachi fan.
Let's fucking
Because
go.
how many other people can say that even after 81 chapters, folks, not a single bad one.
Let's fucking go. One love under one flag. Kagurabachi.
Where's the Kagurabachi pride flag?
Rah. Hey, I wear it every
that's
day.
just a normal
I ain't
pride
never
flag.
put it away. It stays out.
Yeah, I don't want to jump too far ahead, but real interesting that a certain somebody came back right during Pride Month.
We know about you. We
The
know
first
about
day.
you. The first
Yeah.
day. Hey, man. We know about you. We know you. And we love you. Yeah. I was just cat out of the bag. Was not expecting Urha.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I was just not, bro. I turned the page and saw this nigga running down the hallway. I was like, "What?" I was like, "Oh shit!"
I had almost the exact same response as Hakari, where I was like, "Damn, he's having a near-death hallucination."
We just started talking about it, Wallace. We just got to Kagurabachi. Yeah, I was like, in my mind, I was like, so this is the real Uruha, and then I had to process, oh my god, this is Uruha.
Right.
Because obviously the gag is like, oh no, it's Uruha. He's a phony, a big fat phony, and then it turns out that it's actually him. So I was like, nah, he's the real one. Oh my god, it's the real one. This shit was crazy, bro. Shout out to Wet Napkin for the $5 donation, saying on page 2 you can see the Sword Saint is chained to the floor with a stake, and a long-armed girl is one of the Kaminabi elite members. Shake my head. True, and true.
Oh wow,
They got
yeah.
that motherfucker. They got that motherfucker tied down. Fucking.
I mean, bro, do you blame him? The fuck?
No.
Hell
No.
no. We are keeping that
Exactly.
nigga locked.
It's exactly one step short of crucifying him.
Yeah, you're lucky, bucko.
Yeah, you're lucky we
Shit,
only
it
had
was.
one nail.
Yeah, you're lucky we only had
This
one
was the
steak. buddy.
compromise. If we had even just one more of these, ooh, I'd have you on the wall.
Oh my god. Ooh.
Let me tell you.
I'd have you mounted, little nigga. Count your fucking days.
You'd ask me, what's that T stand for? I'd say it stands for Toei. We're gonna crucify you.
We are going to crucify you right now for all of the sins you committed. Die, please, respectfully, of course. Yeah, I was not expecting Ura on this chapter.
That's not. I'm sorry. Acite de Olivas. That's not how you compliment somebody, or how with the new collar fit, by the way, goes erect. That's not how you compliment somebody.
Oh my god! Nah, hold on, wait. Who was the person last week who said Nue's breast and tits? I need you to know I was crying, bro. It was I think it was Zenith. He was like, I want you to know this was the last comment on the live stream. I was crying. Please, someone take your credit. Please, that shit was so fucking funny. Oh my god, it goes erect.
Goes erect. That's not how you talk. That's not how we talk to people.
Oh my god. The new collar fit on Urha, cocky go boing boing for real.
That's not how you talk to people.
Oh shit.
That is not how we say hello. No, bad.
Oh fuck. Yeah. I really fuck with this chapter a lot. I immediately, I'm a little, I guess, sad, but it's not because I thought it was bad. It was just because I would have liked more of Hakuri trying to figure out, like, who do I trust, who do I not? Because when he walked into that room and it was immediately like, oh shit, oh god, who do I talk to? Like, just the dread that comes from that. I was like, ooh. Like, I just felt it. Like, it was under my skin. Kudo walks in. I was like, uh-oh, do I have to apologize again? And then I was like, hold on. Wait a minute. And then the guy was like, hey, watch your jet, Kudo. Don't fucking come over here. And Kudo kept walking. I was like, oh, my God. Oh, my God. Is the girl from the Kaminabi? I totally forgot. I totally forgot. I thought she was just a member of the Shaku. She's probably, what was she from the anti-Sojo squad, or am I thinking of, that's another girl, right?
Here's the thing. I'm looking at all of the Kaminami members. I don't know who he's talking about. Like, she doesn't look like any of them.
No way she's from the anti-Sojo squad, because then she would be in pieces.
Yeah, I was about to say she'd die.
The only one is there's one where you could kind of make that argument, but I don't think they look alike. I'm not sure who you're talking about, man.
It could be. Hold on.
Oh, in the group shot last chapter? Let me check. I wasn't checking that. I was just checking the wiki to see all the, like...
I was definitely just checking the wiki, too. I'm not gonna lie.
What page of last chapter?
Let me see.
She's in one panel last chapter, thanks. That's what I asked. That's totally what I asked.
Oh, yeah, she's on, I think it's the third page, top of the panel, where you see all the members of the Kaminabi. It is 1, 2, 3. It's page 4, sorry. You see her.
Page 4.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even notice that. Yeah.
Oh.
Great catch, guys. Great catch. I didn't even notice that. Damn, man.
Okay.
It be your own niggas for real. We got hitters in every state, bucko. Die.
Die.
Shit.
I don't know. I don't think that's her.
Oh, yeah?
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah.
I don't know. The hair is different.
Zenith anime manga? Nuh-uh, in quotes.
Zenith anime manga, never wrong.
Well, the hair is different, so I mean, maybe, because that's easily fixable. Like, that's easily changeable in a short amount of time, but it's like, you know, people don't generally do that in anime. They keep the same hairstyle for the rest of their goddamn lives.
Nah, I have faith, Charlie. This nigga's a fed. Or I guess a reverse fed, because she used to work for the police. Now she doesn't.
They're literally the same. They don't have the same hair. She has her hair tied up in the other one.
You don't think she put her hair up to fight a nigga?
I don't think it's impossible, but I don't think it's definitive either.
My
chat,
Also, there are a lot of characters who just look similar and have like similar hairstyles, similar
Chad, he's
faces
saying they
and
got
all
One
that.
Piece same face syndrome. You gonna take this?
No,
You gonna take this about your
is
go
actually-
horizontal?
I'm only bringing this up because this has actually been a huge point of discussion on social media lately around Kagurabachi, because someone was bringing up how a lot of characters in different factions or whatever have very similar facial features and stuff, and so people have been having discussions about like, oh, I wonder if these characters are from the same sorcery clan and stuff like that. So okay. I don't know. Here's
Thank
the thing.
God.
Here's the thing. You in the chat, probably right. Probably right.
Yeah, no, it's definitely the same. It's definitely the same girl or feminine boy. I don't know. But also because especially to the right of them, Pride Month, remember? To the right of them is, I'm pretty sure, the guy that used the transformation.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I can see that. That's so fair. You know, okay, good catch, man. Good catch.
Type shit. Yeah, man, it be your own niggas for real. It be your own niggas. Shout out to Joseph Johnson for the $5 donation, saying Uruha knew perfectly how to communicate with Hakari, that he was the real one, which makes perfect sense since he's a seasoned vet with a seasoned vet whose speciality was illusions. True. That's very, very true.
His speciality was making shit up.
Well, it's cool because it's literally the same thing Shihiro did, where he's like centipede and he ducked, and it's like, that's awesome. That exact communication.
Dope ass callback. Yeah, dope ass callback.
It's really cool because it's just like, is this the real one? You see that stance? Oh, it's the real one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I was like centipede. Oh, that is kind of like the thing.
Yeah, I love like just the full page dedicated to it. Like, just in case you didn't understand what I'm saying to you, let me make it clear, buddy. Oh shit. Yeah, that shit fucks. And I even love how like time slows down. Hagari is like in the Matrix. He like limbos underneath and you just see the slash pierce through and he just zips over it like, God damn, bro. Oh my God. Holy shit. You had a homegirl who was like, hey, I'm pretty fast. Check out my speed. He said, nah, little nigga. Let me show you what this really looks like. Hold on. That's that real shit, man. Hell yeah. That was so cool. I'm happy he came back. Like, it felt so fast. I'm happy he came back so quickly because I'm really interested to see like what exactly the deal is with him. I'm very excited for that.
It's definitely a thing where, Samura just didn't kill him. He did the whole Phoenix thing on him, I'm guessing. The whole, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. That
Once
makes
again, fraud. Camera fraud.
What the fuck?
That's zero kills. Fucking zero.
That's also assumedly fraud. What he did to Chihiro as well. So yeah, it just
yeah. 0 for 2.
Have you considered maybe he just isn't done with them yet, and he wants to run that back?
Oh my God, he's like Thor from
considering
God of
that
War.
He's about to die? No, actually, I didn't think that at all.
Damn, bro. Yeah,
it does. I'm really interested though, because in considering, Hirohiko is a character, what the role of Iruha is going to be in this story, because only one of them can have the sword.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see Uruha's like sorcery now. Like it's probably just gonna be like a role reversal. We're gonna see what his sorcery was. I'm assuming so. I mean, now that he doesn't have the contract anymore, I'm hoping he can use his sorcery now. And he's probably gonna go from there. I'm sure they will have a clash again at some point. They have to. We'll see what happens there. Maybe that'll be like, I don't know, maybe another learning moment for Hirohiko, or maybe he just beats him to signify that he's better now. I don't know.
That would be fucking great. Hirohiko would be on a crazy generational run of a fraud if he lost to a non-contracted Iruha.
Oh shit!
Look, Hirohiko, buddy.
Let him win one, man.
I think it could be a really good character moment for Hirohiko to reach, to hit fucking dirt bottom, and then have it get even worse by losing to Uruha. I think that would be a really dramatic character moment for him that would have a lot of meaning, and I would be upset if anyone used that as an opportunity to be like, fraud. But if Uruha cut his arm off again, then I'm going to be the one saying, fraud. Because this can't keep happening.
No!
If you lose your arm one more goddamn time, legitimately, like fucking Anakin Skywalker levels of like, you don't get arms anymore. You don't get arms anymore.
Just don't get them. Just don't understand it.
You have clearly demonstrated an inability to understand what these things are for.
You just don't understand it, buddy. We're taking them.
You don't get it.
Yeah, we're taking them from you today. Have you seen the Hirohiko with the Shinuchi theory? No, that sounds fucking insane. That sounds fucking crazy.
That does sound insane.
Uruha's come back as
do not give this fucking this sociopathic baby.
Bro,
the sociopathic baby enabler Mark V.
That shit is crazy. Here he goes, the personification of let's go gambling. Aw, dang it. Yeah, man. I've seen tons of people mad that Uruha came back. It's not like it was set up at all. I can understand, like, it really is just a preference thing. So, like, I don't mind it because it opens up some interesting avenues of character work for someone like a Samura, or even someone like Uruha and Hakari now, where like now maybe Hakari can or Uruha can like kind of walk Hakari through sorcery now that he has his shit back. Who knows? But I'm very interested to see what it leads to, but I can understand why someone would be upset about it.
I
think
do
that
also have to wonder what the end goal for Summer is, because he straight up said, yeah, my goal is to kill all of the sword bearers. And clearly, that doesn't seem to be the case.
He's probably just gonna kill himself. That's like
Yeah,
been his
I
big
get
thing,
that.
where he's like, I'm just gonna take the burden down with me. Everyone else should live their lives. Maybe there's something else that we don't really know about that Samura feels extra guilty about, but if anything of his previous characters to go off of, he's probably just gonna take all of that shit to the grave with him and the sword bearer and be like, the rest of you guys just, you need to live.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, I think that it's well just knowing like more about Samura, knowing about Suzaku and everything, it isn't directly implying like, oh well, Ura's probably fine. But it is, I think it does set the groundwork for it in a way that I think is very Kagurabachi. Because it's a really good example is as the one thing with Iori, where like we knew that there was one more master of White Purity, but because the name was covered up, but it's like that wasn't directly being like, well, it's gonna be his daughter, but it does set the groundwork for that. So in retrospect, it makes sense. Looking back,
Yeah. No, absolutely. And it is just one of those things where we have to see how these kind of things are utilized. We don't know what Uruha's really his point in the story is going forward.
yeah.
And because it's not like Chihiro needs another teacher right now. He's kind of good on that.
He's learning from the literal best right now, yeah.
Right. So I'm curious if his point is just to be another fighter in the roster, I'm totally cool with that. Another sword master, another bull guy fighting. See what his sorcery is. Cool. If it's like he's another contender, for fuck, what's the sword called? It's a Kumayuri. That's it.
Kumayuri, yeah.
Then yeah, I'm interested to see how that goes. Even though I really would like Hirohiko to catch some W and just have the sword, but we'll see.
I think he will. Keep
It's
it,
really hard
Hirohiko.
to say. This is an element that I definitely think introduces a lot of uncertainty because yeah, I don't know what the point is going forward, and that is kind of cool on its own.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, I think personally, I think that the issue I had with Uraha dying, with Uraha faking it, is that I believed that Uraha would be a really interesting character for Chihiro to talk to about his dad in greater detail, because Uraha really admires and respects and believes in what Rokuhira did. But as Chihiro is, growing more, understanding more, and realizing wasn't the best of ideas, I think that a conflict between them is really interesting, or would be really interesting. And then he died, and it's like, guess that's not gonna happen. But now that he's back out his coma,
Woke up
I think that
out
can
of his
happen again.
slumber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel like it's really necessary too, because Uruha was so positive, even when things were like fucked up. I think it is gonna be nice to just like have him around.
Yeah, because he knows everything that they did. He knows everything that happened. He was still like, your dad was nothing but awesome. And it's like,
Yeah.
that's not true. Like, just no matter what you think, that isn't true. So for him to have such a straightforward, dogmatically positive view of Rokuhira speaks to the fact that he is just mistaken on some level for some reason. Whether that's his own coping mechanism, whether that's maybe he's just evil.
I'm just
Could be evil. I don't want to
nefarious.
believe it, but Yeah.
I'm just a sick freak. Yeah, no. I
I just love the baby killer.
I just love child forsaking.
I can be trusted with the nuclear sword.
I deserve the nuclear sword because I crave nuclear war.
I deserve the nuclear sword.
I am of sound mind and can be trusted with a weapon.
Would you not trust me? Someone who loves to kill with the ultimate killing weapon. I feel
With
like
the super
this balance out.
duper.
I feel like
Yeah.
it only makes sense. I literally earned my title to like earn this sword, so it's really fucked up if you don't give it to me. That's really
They don't give the
disrespectful.
title of baby killer to just anyone, all right?
Yeah, man, like God, you know the shit.
Believe it
I
or
know.
put
not,
in the
you
time.
have to earn it.
Yeah,
Mhm,
man.
yeah.
Shit.
And here's a hint: there's only one way to earn it.
Exactly, man. What
A
happened,
very
man?
specific act.
I fucking pulled myself up by my bootstraps and I got to it. And it's fucking this is honest hard work.
Self-made baby killer.
Self-made child forsaking. You're gonna stand in the way of this? This is really fucked up. The Nepo baby is gonna get in my way? Really? Okay.
Well, how unfortunate for them. There's a little section of my resume. Maybe you've seen it. Maybe you've heard of me.
Shit. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to kill one more.
A Nepo what?
A Nepo who? Wait, I can just imagine it's like mid dialogue, like that Nepo baby's gonna. Wait a minute. You're a baby.
Fucking Ura's back for one day.
Wait a minute. You're a child. It seems a child has been left behind, doesn't it? I'll make sure to bring them up to speed. Nah, man. This nigga's
Not to say that not to say what we're talking about is at all any less intellectual, but I do like Lettuce's comment. Samura represents the Buddhist cycle of samsara, killing the sinful and resurrecting them without sin for a second chance at nirvana. I like that a lot.
That's cool. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
That's a really. I think
In,
that
in a way that does also put into context his goal of killing all of the sword bearers. He genuinely means that. It's just he's also bringing them back so they have that chance. And he probably believes that he's the only one who doesn't deserve that chance.
yes,
All
yeah.
the damage
And I
falls
think
on him. Yeah.
it is notable that Chihiro his mind has opened up ever since Samura killed him.
Yeah, and it's really
And-
important for him to learn that really none of them deserve that chance, and they should all die.
Die today. Die.
Yeah. I do believe that, like, as unfortunate as it is, I do think that part of the point with Uraha is going to be that he is not going to learn from that.
We never
he
learn
is-
reference.
Anyways,
I hope
Damn.
I sure hope not. I think that he is not. He's going to keep believing what he already believed, which was that what they did was justified, necessary. Rokuhira, nothing but awesome. And that is going to be maybe not. I don't think it's going to be outright like conflict, like fighting, but I do think it's going to be a point of contention. With
sure.
Chihiro in particular, which is going to make it more difficult. It's going to make it more difficult because right now Hakuri is. I think that is going to make it really tough for Hakuri because, as we said before, Hakuri has found himself being led around a lot,
Yeah, I was.
and
Gonna
even
bring
in
that
this
up.
moment, in this moment, he still is not able to make. He's not making the right judgment calls. And as a result, the fact that Ura has shown up is a real has saved him from having to be put in that position, but it's just delaying the inevitable. And I think that it would be interesting if the culmination of that is if we reach a point where he's fighting alongside Uraha, against the Hishaku. Eventually, they come back together with Chihiro during like downtime before the next arc. This conflict that I've been talking about is comes up where they can't agree on like the right course of action moving forward because they disagree on the enchanted blades. And Hakuri is put in a position where he has to choose between taking Chihiro and Ura's side. And I believe he would take Chihiro's ultimately, but I think it would be a much greater dilemma. It wouldn't be just as obvious as like, well, of course I'm going to go with Chihiro, because Hakuri is historically very bad at making decisions. And I mean that as in he's bad at making decisions.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. He's bad
he's
at
very
making decisions for himself.
Yeah. He when he does make a choice, or rather he makes choices, but they almost always come too late. You know, like the woman in his backstory. If he had tried to save her from the very start, things would have been different. But it's because he wavered and he waited so long that she gave up on life. Like that was why she killed herself.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I mean when I say bad. He's bad at coming to a decision.
Yeah.
And I think that that conflict would be a good opportunity for him to really, for himself, plant his feet and say, like, no, I think that this is right.
I'm also wondering too, because Samura's whole thing, it has been just stripping away the agency of characters. And we saw that first with Uruha. Then obviously, you know, we had whoa, what the fuck am I saying? Chihiro for a split second. Then we had recently Hirohiko. So it could be a situation where now Uruha is back, and instead of taking that agency from Hakuri, it's essentially giving him more agency, because now, like beforehand, just like he was running away, he was like, I don't know who to trust. Oh my god, everything's bad, everything's terrible. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. And then he runs into someone who can actually protect him. So now it might be a situation where Uruha is just like, now he can actually start to like appraise something's value and be like, okay, I think we can trust this person. Or it's, no, I think we gotta kill this guy, Curb. Like, it could be something like that. I think both are equally likely. And like, just the fact that like, just from this one fucking scene, that you could take these two paths and like both of them are just like, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if that was the case. It's so fucking good.
Yeah. I think it would be fascinating if Hakuri actually did side with Ura. I think that would be really interesting, because once again, I don't think they would come into conflict like in the we are going to fight now.
They would never fight each other. That'd be weird.
That would not happen, because it's a bad idea. It's unnecessary. But I think that like as far as splitting up and making those different decisions, I think that would be really interesting, and it would probably be like the most definitive way of showing that that Hakuri has grown and he is making his own decisions, because if he is like not following specifically Chihiro anymore.
Yeah. But also, I do think it's important to note that like Chihiro and Hakuri's dynamic has been a net positive for the both of them. I mean, both of them have each other as their prime motivation for getting stronger. Like, there's that one moment where Chihiro's like trying to learn, the White Purity style, and he just remembers when Hakuri's like, I need a samurai, he's like, I will be that samurai, and then he fucking does it. It's like, that is such a moment that shows how much he is trying to live up to Hakuri's image of him. And it's the same with Hakuri, who is trying to be useful for everyone, and for his own self-esteem, but really, let's be real, mostly for Chihiro, because he genuinely respects and is eternally grateful to him for what he's done for him. They have a dynamic that definitely could lean into some kind of codependency, but I don't think it's a bad thing right now what it is. Hakuri does need to learn to make decisions for himself and to like divert, but I don't think their dynamic has been painted in a mostly negative light, at least yet. So I get what you're saying, where it's like, yeah, you know, him having a disagreement with Chiyoda might be a good way to show that, but I also don't think that's necessarily the only way, if you catch me in.
Yes, no, I understand completely. Yeah, I think that I legitimately I could see it going either way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think it either way could be really interesting, and a big, big moment for the two of them. No matter what happens, they would respect each other.
True.
And each other's decisions. It's not like, oh, well, he's making a mistake because he's not because he's not following Chihiro anymore. It's like, that's not the point.
Exactly.
Never was, never would be.
True.
I really like, this is a little bit ago, but I really like Sleeping Danger's comment. The way y'all move between poo-poo, pee-pee, and W analysis is actually only.
Damn straight, that's the outcome.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, that's the Slice of Shonen Podcast, baby. That's the Slice of Shonen Podcast, baby. A little bit of bullshit and a whole lot of excellence.
Yep.
Can we make that the tagline? Put it on a shirt.
We'll throw it on a shirt. There you go. There you go. That'll be like our fucking TBS very funny tagline.
So true. Yeah.
Yeah, great chapter, Kagurabachi. Yeah,
What a great
I love
chapter.
that shit. Really good. It's nice seeing Uruha again. That motherfucker is cool. He's one of my favorite designs, so I'm very happy. Hey, you guys are in 3. Pull out the Night Rain stream, bro. My laptop would explode.
Bro, I ain't playing Night Rain. Fucking, I was on the beta for that shit. I'm not playing Night Rain.
Damn, bro. You don't want to play the full game?
Nah, I'm totally fine not exploring an entire area to open a chest that has shiny pebbles, a fire bomb, and grease powder. Like, I'm totally cool.
Shit. Shit. Hey, that's that real. But yeah, shouts out to this chapter. Really good shit. Is there anything else you guys want to say before we get the F out of here?
Nope.
No, or as Kobeni in France would say, non.
Non. True. Well, we are getting out of here then. I am going to try to rest and recover as best as I possibly can. Let us know down below what your favorite chapter of the week was. Doesn't have to be anything we covered here on the podcast. It could be Blue Lock, Blue Box, Kill Blue, Grand Blue, Blue Beetle, Kani Banashi, New Ace Breast and Tits, fucking Sakamoto Days, fucking anything, man. Let us know what your favorite chapter of the week was. We appreciate you guys for being here. Make sure you guys like the stream up before you leave. We're getting the F up out of here. W stream, get well soon, Sailor. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Mwah. And good night. Bang. Saying get well soon. Thank you. No ma. Thank you. All right, we're out of here. Bye.